With Resident Evil 9 now in the works, I thought it'd be a good time to give you some of the best mods for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've beaten this game dozens of times, all because there are some pretty fantastic mods for this game. So we'll start off by going over some mods that actually add some pretty cool features into the game before we get into the more outlandish ones. Now getting started with our first one, this one is called John Wick mode. This allows you to tilt your handgun, just like John Wick does in the movies. And if you've seen any of the animated Resident Evil films, you know that this is lore friendly. Leon be absolutely popping some caps. Of course, you can shoot in this mode as well, which looks really cool. And you can switch back and forth between the regular mode and the John Wick mode at will. Man, if you don't back up off me. And speaking of back up off me, we have the kick open doors melee anytime. This allows you to use your melee ability at any time. So you no longer have to wait for those stuns. Just by double clicking the action button, you can give these ganados a beating. Man, what you trying to do to me? You about to take this? Damn. Now this does come with some configurable options as well. So if you click on the drop down in RE framework, you can choose the input type. So by default it's double tap, but you can do a customized button as well. You can change different parameters, your invincible frames when you kick, and then even change up the speed of your kick. I like checking on this door kick variety, so you're not always doing the same kick. And then of course when you first install it, you'll need to make sure this kick anytime is checked on. I didn't know there was an auto aim. Let me click that on too. And then in this last drop down menu, you can choose what kind of kicks that you do. So you can have kicks where it just kind of pushes back the enemy, or you can have melee attacks that will instantly kill the enemy. There are a bunch of different options you can customize. Now we have a mod called backdash. So as you're aiming a weapon, you can double tap R1 to do a backdash. This allows you to get out of certain situations by doing a pretty sleek backdash animation. God damn, bro, what the hell? This is where those kicks come in handy. We also have another mod you can combine with it. This one is called Dodge, Roll, and Sprint. And for this one, you don't need to aim your gun. You just double tap the O button and you can dodge, roll, and sprint. So you can do it while you're just walking or even do it as you're sprinting. And it also works in all directions. This too has a menu system where you can choose what kind of dodges you want and so on and so forth with different customization options. You can really get nitty gritty with this. And honestly, the game does feel a lot better with the ability to dodge. For some people, maybe a little bit easy or hard in my case. What the hell? Hey, it's been a while, don't judge. In any case though, quality of life at its finest. Next up, we have two different mods, one called damage numbers and one called health bars. Damage numbers allows you to see the total hit points you're inflicting, while the health bars mod puts a health bar above all of the enemies. So if you've ever been curious on how many hit points an enemy has, you can play around with this mod. Plus the great thing is you can enable and disable the mod at will while you're still in game. So there's no need to worry about that. We then have a mod called Combat Run Speed Fix. This makes it so that even if you're in combat, you will be able to run at the maximum speed. So whether you're out of combat, you'll be sprinting. And now when you're in combat as well, Leon will never be slowed down, which feels a lot better than in base game. God, come on, bruh. Now for people that have a hard time parrying attacks, we have a mod called Easy Parry. Oh my god, you can't parry that though. This comes with a few different presets, so you can make parrying harder or easier. And then for this professional preset, this option makes perfect parries feel like normal parries on any difficulty. So basically the window for parrying attacks is a lot bigger and easier to perform. We also have something called third-person camera control, and this is something you configure in the RE framework, but this allows you to totally customize your camera. So you can turn off the action camera, change the distance multiplier, the FOV multiplier, you can change the offsets for the camera, and then when you have the perfect setup, you can save it and even switch between different presets you have saved. You can also change up the aim camera as well and even save those presets so you can change on the fly. There are a lot of options at your fingertip. Now this is one mod I absolutely love, and this affects rifles. This one is called Third Person Rifles for Iron Sights. So this mod lets you use your rifles finally in third person. No more of that zoom in scope baloney. Using rifles in third person just hits different. Now you remember that melee anytime mod where you can just kick on command? Where there's another mod you can add on top to give you Ryu animations. Damn. This allows you to do a variety of different animations, including the Ryu kick, which does a devastating amount of damage. Now you better not get back up. It changes up your knife stance as well. You'll have new parry animations, and if you want to throw a hand grenade, you'll do a Hadouken. Damn! This is actually a cool wacky add-on to add some variety in your gameplay. I mean, come on, you gotta admit, this is pretty fun. You also notice we have the Legend of Zelda Cuccos, damn, as well as the cows from Ocarina of Time. Some wacky add-ons, but I guarantee it'll bring back some nostalgia and even possibly a few laughs. Now the fit we have on for Leon right now is called the Clone Scout Trooper. There are a boatload of extra skins for this game that absolutely just add another layer of fun for you. We even have a few cool ones we'll be getting into for Ada as well. This one is called 98 Ada, and this brings back her original classic look. You definitely gotta love those pixels, man. Now I absolutely hate it when Ashley is just dying all the time, but with the Ashley No Armor Jacket mod, you can have Ashley's costume equipped as armor, and then use another mod to change the skin, such as this Agent Graham Ashley one. So Ashley will always be protected in a suit of armor, but you'll be able to have your custom mods on top. We then have the Leon SEAL Team 6 outfit, which is honestly looking spicy. He's got a whole bunch of attachments on his fit, and he is kitted up from head to toe. This one is definitely a keeper. Another one for Ashley is the Goth Ashley mod, which enhances this character a bit by putting her in a black dress and making her skin a bit paler. They've even added some goth makeup, a necklace, and black hair. So if you like goth girls, here you go. We then have a mod called Assignment Ada Remake, which puts Ada in this brand new fit, which does look really nice. Actually looks like it could be an in-game actual skin. This one comes with some pretty nice details as well, so if you're looking for a more lore accurate skin, Assignment Ada could be for you. And while we're here, we do have the Pokemon ball replacing small hand grenades, just in case you're trying to catch them all. Up next, we've replaced my man Leon with the great ArthurMorgan. Now ArthurMorgan's in charge of rescuing Ashley, and ArthurMorgan has the credentials to do so. And speaking of Ashley, this is the Lace Leggings mod, and this simply puts Ashley in some nice lacings. Hey yo, something a little bit more comfortable for the journey ahead. Another outfit for Ada is the Raley Mk.26. I don't know what character this outfit's from, but I am definitely digging it. You saw Leon's fit a little bit earlier, but this is the cultist outfit, so now he's looking like one of those cultists in game. But now we have Ashley all prim and proper. This is the Excella Gionne outfit, so now it looks like Ashley's ready to go to a gala. We have Ada as Sharon, sporting an all-white mech suit, which is another worthy addition worth downloading. We have the full black coat, Leon as Kennedy, which there's actually a whole bunch of different options you can use to customize. So you could go with the full-on trench coat edition and pick and choose a few accessories you want to have installed. And then for Ashley, we have the Romanthicc mod, which makes her romantic outfit a bit thicker. No way these zombies are picking her up now. Definitely one of the faves. We then have Ada as Valby Curvy, which puts Ada in a nice sleek suit, a jacket, and extra curvy. We even have Ashley as a straight up chair. I mean, she's not very useful in game anyway, so why not? Ada has a Black Widow white suit mod you can add, which puts her in a tight white tactical suit, just like Black Widow wears. You could also just roleplay as The Last of Us, so you can turn Leon into Joe Miller, and even turn Ashley into Ellie. Ada has a bodysuit mod, in case you're looking for something extra tactical, very tactical I should say. Leon has a pretty snazzy Demolisher outfit, which you can add the helmet as an extra option, and you even have a dark recolor as another extra option. I am loving these accessories on the back. And shoot, if you're trying to play Ciri in RE4, you can replace Ashley with her. Now I wonder if there's a Geralt mod. There's the Ada Curvy mod, which pretty much buffs up Ada's default outfit. The Leon jungle fit is pretty cool, giving him a pretty cool look with a bunch of extra details. And then we can't forget about Demogorgon Ashley. Kind of looks like we couldn't find the cure in time for her this time. We then have the Ada Curvy bodysuit, which you definitely need to do a full playthrough in, since this is lore friendly of course. We got another cool custom design for Leon, and this one is called Ranger Leon. This gives him a tactical vest, as well as quite a few other accessories. And of course I know you saw Fat Ashley. This makes your favorite character a bit plumper. And honestly, sure, I can dig it. We actually have a cool one for Ashley this time, and this one is called Spider Graham. This puts Ashley in Gwen's spider suit, and they do be looking kind of similar. We have the jumpsuit outfit, which replaces Ada's default outfit, and there's a bunch of cool little details in this fit. Leon has a pinstripe replacer, turning him into the Death Trooper, and this one is definitely uber sleek. And then I know, we again have an even thicker Ashley. Now to be be fair, this is the biggest version available, so there's 2 other optional sizes, but honestly they're all pretty thick. Yeah, damn. We have the Ada Wong quiet outfit, which puts her in some tattered clothes with sort of a body harness. Definitely digging this one as well. And then we have a pretty fun duo. So we have Link replacing Leon, but then we also have Zelda replacing Ashley. I've never seen Link shoot a shotgun, but I can definitely get down with it. We have an outfit called Blackthorn for Ada, and this is kind of giving me some Cyberpunk and Dead Space vibes. You have a cool design from the front and of course the back. We even have Psylocke to come in and replace Leon. This even has the hair physics and all. Damn, I'm loving this. We even have Leon as a merman. Yeah, damn. I knew this man was a little fishy, but that tail got me feeling some type of way. You could even get my man Leon into a onesie. And to be honest, this kinda does look comfy. Leon be looking cozy and cuddly. Hey yo. Now I didn't know Emma Frost had the sauce, but you can replace Ada with her and she is looking scrumptious. She be looking better than Marvel Rivals. I like that. We even got the Invisible Woman replacing Ada as well. And again, I am loving the design. It's actually looking a little bit too good. Damn. We even have Leon fresh out the shower. This man's needs to chill. Hopefully you found some mods you enjoy. We still have a bunch of other mods we haven't even talked about, so we are gonna have to make a part 2. So if you don't want to miss out on the next part, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see ya.